Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. This is Nkoya aka Ndi Niger. It is now a week since the Nigerian army opened fire on peaceful protesters in Lagos, Nigeria. Currently dubbed as the Lekki Massacre or the Lekki Toll Massacre. Members of the Nigerian army and the police force opened fire on peaceful protesters for the End SARS movement. SARS is, or was, according to the occupant of the Aso Rock or White House of Nigeria. We don't have a White House, but where the president resides is called Aso Rock. And like I was trying to say, SARS is or was a rogue arm of an already corrupt police force in Nigeria. Over, 20 years or so, their antics and behavior has become increasingly hostile, violent, extortionary towards Nigerian citizens. And after years and years of outcry, another protest began around October 8th because the Nigerian police killed someone in Delta State. SARS killed someone in Delta State. It is now a week since the killing of several people, and several members of the Nigerian government claim that no deaths occurred or no fatalities occurred at the Lekki toll gate. They have cleaned and swept the location. It was even burned. It wasn't completely burned down, but it was burnt, and the area was swept without a forensic investigation. As of now, the president of Nigeria still has not acknowledged the people who were killed by the Nigerian army and the Nigerian police at that location. It's a sad day, but I just wanted to commemorate the lives who were taken by fellow Nigerians, members of the Nigerian military. Members of the Nigerian military took the lives of Nigerian citizens while they peacefully protested an end to police brutality in Nigeria. Via SARS, it's basically a culture of impunity in Nigeria, and folks are sick and tired of being sick and tired. I'm doing my small part to say what has happened, say what is happening, but today I want to remember the people who have died, everyone who was injured. Even after the Nigerian army began shooting, Nigerian citizens sat down at the toll gate and sang the Nigerian anthem and waved the flags. And even after that, even after tons of video footage, there was a live stream of the incident by DJ Switch on Instagram. The president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria has not acknowledged what happened, even though he is the commander-in-chief of the armed forces. I don't have much to say, but may the souls of those who were lost rest in peace. End SARS.
There are a lot of young people who we've reached out to, a lot of people who were very upset and very, like you, but didn't want to appear on camera because they're afraid for their lives. Are you afraid for your own safety?
I'm not afraid for my life. I'm not afraid for my life because where we are right now, I feel like I could easily die by anything else anyway. there's a sheer, man, I don't even know where to start from. We have non-existent healthcare, for example. We have a seriously high level of poverty. There's unemployment. We're in a critical state because of how much corruption and just mismanagement of funds that we continue to see on a daily basis. So if I don't come out to sort of complain about the state of things, I could sit down and, I could have an accident on my way to work or something, and I could die as a result of that because the state of the healthcare is nothing to write home about. We don't even have proper hospitals. Our hospitals aren't well equipped. People have to travel abroad to get proper healthcare, and every Nigerian, and we keep on saying this, every single Nigerian is one sickness away from passing away. So what kind of life am I living anyway? Like, why should I be afraid of dying? I'm gonna die anyway, so what's the point?
Falz, let me ask you, because some of the things you're saying resonate quite strongly with what's happening in the United States, certainly the racial uprising for justice, and obviously the need for equal health care and the like. And it's playing very heavily into the presidential election right now. I guess I want to ask you whether you feel a sense of solidarity coming from the US and other places where politicians, government leaders, and singers, artists, rap artists are basically, saying that they're supporting you. Do you feel a sense of solidarity?
In a way, yeah, and but I feel more. It's more depressing to think about what we're going through because the whole Black Lives Matter movement happened in the United States, and that's a more complicated issue, with racism and all that stuff. But out here, it's Black people doing the same thing to their brothers. It's us on us violence. It's even more depressing to think about. So it's a really, really terrible state that we're in right now. And there was a horrible massacre that went on Tuesday, and as a result, everywhere is up in flames. There's looting, there's shooting, it's a chaotic state right now. I don't even know where we're going from here.
You want to see? Bullets. Recovered bullets from the protest. 1, empty shell cases. This round, I don't know if it's completely alive, but it's funny.
So, Akeem, what happened last night?
We sat down with locked arms on the floor, waving flags. I remember vividly counting about 6 or 7 military officers, and they walked in, and as soon as they walked from underneath the toll booths, they got to where we were, standing about 30 foot from where we were, they started firing shots. I was seeing the sparks flying out of the rifles.
So you're saying there was no provocation from protesters for this to have happened?
None whatsoever. Even with the crowd, the protesters, we kept educating them. When the military comes here, or peacefully protesting, we would sit on the floor, we would wave the flags, and that's all we would end up doing. And everybody understood the message. I looked to my left, there's 2 guys that stand up, I beat them with a shirt, I'm like, hey, sit down. Just wave your flag, sit down. The next time I turned around to look at one of the guys on the floor, he was laying there with his intestines pushing out. It was just mayhem. There's still shooting, there's women screaming, there's kids screaming. I think they may have played the national anthem. As a citizen, if there's a curfew and I decide to protest, that is civil disobedience. At what point do you convert civil disobedience to unleashing the military against unarmed citizens? It's done nowhere in the world. I mean, I don't know what to call it. It was a massacre. That's what it was, basically. State-sponsored massacre. We pay for these bullets. You should take them to war. You don't deploy military in the streets in any democracy.
So if you could give a message to the international community that's watching what's going on in the streets of Nigeria, not just Lagos, but across Nigeria, what would that message be?
I think we need reform. We need reform. And we cannot ask the US, the UK, or the UN to come in. We have to ask for it. But while we're asking for it, we shouldn't be getting shot at.
Ambulance don't dey. Okay, wait. Ambulance don't dey. Let's go. Teachers. Sorry, my brother. Where the ambulance?